Hello crafters, welcome to Stamping Crafty with Carolyn. I'm very happy that you joined me today. My name is Carolyn Levitsky and I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up! And I do want to tell you about a wonderful offer Stampin' Up! Is making to those of you who perhaps spend a lot of money buying supplies. You don't have to spend all that money. You can become a demonstrator. And here's what they're offering. You get to choose a kit that's worth or valued at $155. And all you will pay for that kit is $99. I think that's a great value. You do not have to go out and demonstrate. You do not have to do anything. And you get a discount. Now, I think that's a great deal. And I hope somebody will take advantage of it. I would love to have you on my team. Or as a customer. It would be great to have you as a customer also. I have an adorable card for you today. And it's... This one I did with the Pansy Suite, but you open it up and look at this. You have a little tissue box. It makes a great and a funny get well card. Now, we're not going to do it today in the Pansy. We are going to do it today in the Flowering Cactus Suite, and let me show you this suite. It's just marvelous. This is the first time I'm using it and I am so impressed, and I'm sorry I haven't used it before. Those are the stamps, and you do get dies that go along with it. Let me tell you how many dies you get. There's quite a few. You get 10 dies, and with the stamps you get 15 different stamps. And if you buy the whole suite, you also get all of these designer papers, 6x6, and just made for this particular suite. You get twines of well, I guess it's just twines. You get an orange as well as the green, and you also get, and at first I wasn't quite sure what to do with this, you also get these very thick felt pieces of felt, and what you do is you just punch out, you just pull it out, punch it out and pull it out, and you get these adorable little flowers. So then we're going to use some of those today. And I think we need to get on with this card because it's such an adorable card. I think you're going to like it. Let me turn the camera down and get you all zoomed in. And I do believe that looks pretty good. Let's see, there you go. And at the beginning of the video, there was my host code. If you should order anything from what I'm showing you, I would appreciate you using my host code. Here's my host code down here also. And it will be at the end of the video. And I do want to ask you, if you like what I'm doing, please give me a thumbs up. I'll give you a thumbs up right back. Also, subscribe, press the push, click, whatever. Click the subscribe button and ring that bell so you get notified every time that I come on to do a video. So we're going to start with the dimensions of our card. You need a base that is 5.5 by 8.5 inches, scored at 4 1/4. And the base is soft succulent. also need a mechanism for the tissue box, which is inside the card. It's 5 inches by 3.5, and it's scored at 1/2 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, and 4.5 inches. Then you need 2 pieces, one for the front of the card and one as an insert to the card. They're 4 inches by 5.25. And then you also need some twine. I don't know if you could see it. And I'm going to wrap that around the outside of the card. It's orange and it's 18 inches long. And then I did cut out adorable little cactuses there and that there. Aren't they adorable? And you also can cut out these little flowers that can be attached to the cactus. Cactus have very pretty blooms, and some of the felt, which I plan on using. So we have a lot to do to make this cute little card. So let's get started. The first thing I want to do is I want to burnish the score line, and then I'm going to put the insert on the inside of the card. We need to do that before we could put the tissue box in. And you're probably thinking, well, how is she gonna make a tissue box? Very simple and adorable. Let me make sure that you can see what I'm doing. There. Now I'm going to attach the front piece to the front of the card. And we're also going to decorate it. We want to put our twine around before we apply it to the card. And I'm going to just take and wrap it around a couple of times, like so. Nothing fancy, just a little decorative. And I'm going to lay the card flat, apply it to the front. There we go. All right, now, can you see that? I need to move this back, I think, a little bit. Yeah, or I need to move you out. That might be better. Now, before I actually burnish the tissue, the mechanism for the tissue holder, I do need to put an opening in the box so that we could put a tissue in there. You could use a small oval or a small rectangle, as I'm doing here. I tried to use a punch, however, and it would have been perfect, except that it's a double punch, so therefore it would not have worked well. If you have not been introduced to these Post-its, I use these now when I do my die cutting because they're not tearing my paper. Washi tape works fairly well, but sometimes it does tear your paper. You have to be very careful. And when I'm done using them, I just take them and stick them to the top of my emboss and stamp machine, or stamp, emboss and cut machine. And I'm just going to run this through, and I'm going to get that out of the way. Now the piece that I cut is the end that is closest to the 2-inch mark. Okay, so the first 2-inch mark I did cut for the tissues to come through, and now I'm going to burnish it all. All right, so now you could see that it will fold into something that looks like a little tissue box. So now I'm going to take, and since it's all burnished, I am going to take a tape runner and run tape on the 2-inch side that is furthest from the tissue box. And I'm going to put it on the score line. Try to center it up. You just have to eyeball it, that's all. And press it down here. And now, then after you do that, you need to take some tape runner and run your tape on the other 2-inch mark, and this 2-inch mark or 2-inch piece is going to sit directly on top of the first one that we just did. Close it up and press it so that you need to press that. And now watch. You lift it up. Whoops. And you have a little. I think I should also put some runner on the bottom so that it stays down. And then press that shut. Now, you open it up, and isn't that adorable? Close it, open it. Now, I'm not through. We need to put some tissue in there. And we're going to do this. We're going to take the tissue and just fold it like that. And grab some scissors, because you don't want all this bulk in your card. It'll be very hard mailing and it won't be able to close. So you cut off most of the tissue, and you take this and you just stick it inside the box, and there you have your little tissue box. Close it, open it, and there you have it. Isn't that cute? I think that's so adorable. We're not done yet. We are going to decorate the front of this card. And I'm going to put this on some dimensionals. We're going to put that, and I think we're going to take this one and put dimensionals on that also. take my pick tool, take off all those backing. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to take this, put that there. And this one, put it behind. Now we have all of these little, pretty little felt floral things. So now we need to take some liquid glue, because the glue dots do not adhere to this felt, which surprised me. And we're just going to put some liquid glue on the back. Don't need a whole lot. Make it another full orange one. And we're going to put them. Have you ever seen blooming cactus? I have. Well, I live in Florida, so we do have cactus here. And we'll put that there. And some of the flowers are beautiful on the cactus. And then you have some that doesn't look like it's worth the effort, to be quite honest with you. But put it there. Whoops, needs a little more glue. And there we have it. Here's the front of our card. Isn't that cute? Oh my, it's just so cute. And then we also have these pretty little flowers here that I'll use tape runner to put on. Now you take and you put your stamp where you want it. And you can move your magnets around if you need to, because that's what I'm going to do. Hope you're back on your feet soon. That is so cute. Line it up. And now you close the door, press down, and your stamp comes up. And to stabilize that top, I like to take and put one of my stamp sets under it, and that way it gives me a nice place where I can stamp it up. A nice surface, and that's what we're looking for. And I'm using Mossy Meadow as my ink, and here it goes. The nice thing about this is it does have a foam underneath this grit paper. There is a piece of foam, and when you use your photopolymer stamps, you're better off to use your foam. Well, look at that. It did it in the first try. That's unusual. Okay, we need to clean this stamp up. Always keep your stamps clean. I'm going to put away my Stamparatus now, and we're going to use a stamp, a block. And this stamp is from the Flower and Cactus set, which I showed you in the beginning. And it says, life can get kind of prickly, and isn't that the truth? Especially when you're not feeling well. And I'm going to stamp that up and hope for the best, since I'm not using my Stamparatus. And I'm going to put it just under, sort of in the center of the tissue box. You should hold it down for just a couple of seconds so that the stamp will soak in to the paper. So here we have it. Life can get prickly, and you have all these little cactuses down here, and you have a little tissue, and then on the front we have this adorable, I think that's so cute. And now we're going to put on this saying. We're going to sort of, since this is off to this side, we're going to put this on dimensionals and put it to the side. Hope you're back on your feet soon is what it says, because it goes through the postage. We're going to put 4 on there. Take our pick, remove. Like I said, we're not going to center it since we have all this in the center. We're going to take and we're going to put it off to the side, sort of like that. I think. And there you have it. There's our card for the day. I hope you enjoyed watching me make it. Here's our little pop-up and some cactus, and life can get kind of prickly, which is so true, and especially when you're not feeling well. I'm going to turn the camera up now. Oh, I almost forgot. I have these adorable little bumblebee trinkets from Stampin' Up! That I do want to put on the card. And I'm going to use glue dots. And we'll put one here on the salutation. And then let's put a couple going after the flowers on the cactus. One here. And another one here. All right, now I can say, and there is our card for the day. So now we have little bumblebees flying around, prickly also, along with all the cactus. And you open it up, and there's your tissue box, and our little saying, life can get kind of prickly, and we do have cactus down here. And yes, they are very prickly. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will make this card and send it to someone. I'm sure someone would love to get it and get a good chuckle out of that card. I thought it would be cute. All right, I'm all set with my card. I hope you enjoyed watching this video,